Today we play Ambipom. For 1 energy, Ambipom flips 2 coins and deals 30 damage for each heads, unless it has lucky mittens attached, in which case it flips 4 coins for a potential maximum of 120 damage. Without lucky mittens, Ambipom is quite bad for a stage 1, and even needing lucky mittens makes Ambipom closer to a stage 2 in terms of amount of cards needed, but far from having stage 2 level of stats. What Ambipom is paying for in lack of stats, it's getting in lucky mittens itself, which draws you a card for each Pokemon that Ambipom knocks out. And Ambipom can deal decent damage, especially in the early game, which makes this card draw effect fairly achievable here and there. But this still requires 3 cards, and getting them consistently and quickly enough in the early game can be quite difficult. This is one reason why Ambipom pairs so well with fossils, since they guarantee you start a match with Ipom and automatically get one of the 3 cards you need. But there is another reason why Ambipom pairs so well with fossils and making itself more consistent, and that is Ipom itself. You see, Ambipom has access to one of the most unique basics in this game, this Ipom with an imitate attack which is kinda similar to Copycat without the reshuffle. Because of this, I like running Ambipom in a deck with a lot of item cards and few supporters to maximize the effect of both imitate and Copycat. Card draw, card draw, card draw, card draw. In today's decks, we dig up fossils in Mittens. By combining Ambipom with fossils and lots of card draw, we not only are able to get our Ambipom and Lucky Mittens fairly consistently, we can also quickly get our fossils up and running as well. These decks definitely still have issues, and there are better fossil decks out there, but hopefully this showcase can show you Ambipom can be kinda decent sometimes. And yeah, the best variant of this deck is just using Rampardos. While I don't love playing Rampardos on this channel, I'm still showcasing the last match with the Rampardos deck for you to check out just how strong it can be as well. And while Ambipom is still a fairly inconsistent and underwhelming card, and I believe it has other good partners aside from fossils, it still surprised me by how decent and fun to play it can be. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, hype, and consider subscribing for more fun of meta decks. Is there any card you want to see played? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check these decks out in action and enjoy the games. Alright, Fire type EV. With boosted evolution for some reason, because Flareon doesn't necessarily need or want boosted evolution, but okay, they've got a Sylveon. But I suppose, there are some niche cases where Flareon with boosted evolution and Flame Patch can actually be pretty good. So maybe I'll take that back. But this is a Chandelure deck, after all. Okay, I can draw quite a bit here. Two cards from an attack, that's pretty decent, although not too usable. And they already have a Chandelure. And my second Ambipom. That kind of hurts. But that's fine though. I mean, if I get a fossil, it does delay me, but that should be okay. Okay. Just gonna go ahead with this. Start dealing a lot of chip to this Sylveon, which will set up a Cyrus for later. 6 days is good enough. Though I don't expect the repels to be very useful if they are going from Sylveon to Chandelure. Okay, red card. I'll take it. So it is a Flareon. And okay, I mean, three heads would be devastating here. There we go. Amazing. Two-shotting a Sylveon with Ambipom. And getting the second Lucky Mittens, which is not too relevant here. At this rate though, I'll be discarding the second fossil, which is also not ideal. So yeah, unless they can one-shot the Aerodactyl, which is possible. There's my fossil. which is possible with the reds and the EV bag. How likely is that to happen? Because they need it kind of exactly that. And they concede. All right. I guess they don't have a red. All right. Going second against Raikou. They do draw a card, which could potentially make my imitate better, but I can't really dump that many right now. Right. I can dump the cover fossil. Yeah, but then I only have 4. I could copycat. I think I prefer research in this case, because this red card could still be useful a bit later. But I am gonna put the energy in the back in this case. No Lucky Mittens, no Ambipom, and I'm especially vulnerable to Sabrina or Repel. So I want to evolve the Caracas as soon as possible, especially because both of these are basics. That as well. They better play something that can evolve. Okay. Let's I'm gonna go with copycats. Eventually I got my okay, I'm gonna play this so I don't get vulnerable to... You know what, I am tempted to go with Ambipom actually. Should be okay. I get a little lucky, which is not the case. I could even threaten to two-shot the Raikou, but that's not gonna happen. Okay, that's also not really gonna do it. I'm still okay. I mean, best they can do is like they ping Caracosta for 10. Next turn they would Cyrus and deal super effective damage to it. But then it attacks. And it's invincible from there onwards. I am gonna put the Lucky Mittens on it actually. And gonna go ahead with the red card. Reduce their massive hand. And chip away at this a little bit. Only need 1 heads. Come on. Okay. For a moment I thought there was gonna be 8 tails in a row. So yeah, it's in Caracosta range now, if they don't have healing. So I can just attack with Caracosta. Doesn't matter anymore. Right, I might even discard this fossil if it gets in the way. Okay. Well, it's not like I need to discard it. But this is pretty good. I can just do this now. I am invincible. Not even Sabrina stops me. And this repel is a very nice pickup because I can't one-shot Tapu Koko, but I'll just repel into an Oricorio. There you go. Okay, against Oricorio. Just gonna play this and pass. Next turn I can maybe Ambipom and Copycat. If they put energy in the back, I might repel as well. Okay, Pichu. So they might just retreat for the Pichu, and they do not. Yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna repel. We bring in the Pichu, as expected. And I'm just gonna go with this. Cold Ember, Aerodactyl. Okay. Unfortunately, getting my research discarded. But I do draw another with Lucky Mittens. Yeah, I did not necessarily need to use Repel. Maybe threatening the Oricorio was better because now they have a choice of coming in with Absol. But luckily I don't have my Cyrus yet. So I have a shot of just weakening this Absol. Okay. Just gonna play more cards. Okay, 90 damage is really, really good. Cinder Lady doesn't do much. So, you know, even a second Cinder Lady is also not enough by any means. Yeah, I'm just threatening too much damage right now. They have to retreat to Oricorio. Yeah, just gonna go with Land Crush, force them to retreat. Right, unless they have a Cinder Lady and Potion. Then it would actually be a bit problematic. But no, there you go. They retreat. So I can just retreat to Ambipom as well. And sooner or later get my Cyrus. One, two. Really amazing. Okay, unfortunately they now hit me with that and discard my Cyrus. So that's kind of garbage. I needed Cyrus to come in just a little bit late. Yeah, maybe I needed Lucky Mittens to not even trigger. I needed not to hit 90 damage. Okay. 30 only now. I was hoping for at least 60 because right now Cinder Lady, the second Cinder Lady, does prevent them. To be honest, they can just switch to Oricorio and end in a tie, or worse, a Darkrai incoming sooner or later. Yeah, that was the most unfortunate timing to draw the Cyrus. I was almost better off not attacking the Oricorio. As silly as that sounds. So yeah, now there's the Darkrai. They just hide behind the Oricorio now. Right, until eventually they have 100 damage with Darkrai. Okay. Alright, going first. Really darn good opener. Right, I could go with the second Lucky Mittens as well. But they might have Repel, so I don't want to use it just yet. Yeah, I was a bit afraid of Copycat. But I was even more afraid of Repel, or even Guzma. Okay, you know what? I'm the one going with Repel then. And this is also really good. So I do this, I do that. Do this as well. Get this Oricorio out of here. Now with an empty hand, just going for Copycat. And on average, double heads. And this should be gone. There we go. So get another card draw on top. Research is pretty good too. Can't complain. They don't even have energy. Okay. Round 2. Get that Magnemite. I ran out of repels though. That should be okay. Magnezone is still weak to fighting, right? And I think this is like the tournament winning deck. All right. I could have gone with the Rampardos, but honestly, the Ambipoms are good enough to take out the Oricorio on their own. And my last 3 cards are the second Rampardos. Like, exactly. There you go. Yeah, this was so fast.